Now in our next demonstration, we have a ministerial servant, Joel Meyer from the South Woodland congregation, talking to an elder, John Whitley, about the family worship evening.
So encouraging, Brother Meyer, to see your two sons commenting at the meetings. It's obvious you spend an awful lot of time with them.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Whitley. You know, me and my wife, we really see the benefit of having that extra night throughout the week to spend time with the family and have our family worship night.
How refreshing to see a young family head successfully heeding the counsel given to us at Ephesians 6:4, where it states that we should be bringing our children up in the discipline and mental regulating of Jehovah, helping them get to know Jehovah personally, his likes, his dislikes, his desires, and what he expects of us as his people. So how is your family worship night progressing?
You know, Brother Whitley, I would say overall it's going really well. But really, from time to time, the boys get a little bored. Maybe they aren't that interested in the material that we're going over that night. They're only 3 years old and 5 years old, so their attention span, it isn't that long. And it can be a little frustrating for myself and for my wife as well, because we have certain expectations for them. And one of those is to sit still for a half hour, maybe 45 minutes, to get through our study. And I think that they can do that because they can play for hours outside. You know, we brought home a play fort that we put in the backyard. And the day we brought that play fort home, Brother Whitley, they were out there the entire afternoon.
You know, brother, you have the perfect prop right there. You know, you can take that fort and turn it into a city of refuge, maybe act out scenes along the walls of Babylon, or reenact the bringing down the walls of Jericho. Yes, you could build some tremendous memories for your two sons. And just imagine studying with them in that fort. As Brother Meyer, there's so many different things and so many different ways that you could go with that. You know, the material that we use is important, but more important than that, or just as important than that, is the consistency of it. So, you know, we're also counseled there in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 4, where it states to us to not be irritating our children. What does that mean for you?
Well, I guess by irritating my children, I don't want to drag the study out too long. You know, and maybe I'm not making the material interesting enough for them. But we really do try to stay consistent on the day and on the time as well. But really, sometimes things get in the way. Things seem to interfere.
Well, I can recall how consistent you were during the book study arrangement. What was it that helped you to be consistent during that time?
Well, I guess one thing was we already knew book study was on that night, so we were planning to go anyways. And then the other one was my wife, she was able to prepare comics for the boys, and they would go through those comics throughout the day. So that made it fun for them to be there. They were ready to be there, and they wanted to participate. So it made it more enjoyable as well.
Well, that same consistency, Brother Meyer, that will benefit your family with this new arrangement of family worship. You know, we can't overemphasize that letter from the governing body. So, Brother Meyer, keep up the good work.
Thanks for your help, Brother.
Thank you both very much, brother. Remember that the key to success is consistency, practicality, and making the study fun and creative. Whether we're single, married with kids, family Bible study is invaluable, and don't waste the opportunity to have that one night at least a week. We know that navigating the ocean certainly can be treacherous, and success is dependent on the ability of the crew to stay awake, to follow procedure, and to spot problems. And if there are problems, you need to fix them quickly. Our spiritual navigation is much the same way. We need to maintain a steady course. We always want to consult our spiritual map and be cognizant of the importance of points of light that give our families direction and hope for safe harbor in Jehovah's promised new world.